Hey guys, so today we had our first real snowfall on campus. Woo! So people are all getting in the Christmas spirit now that there's actually snow on the ground. And I've got my Christmas drink from the bookstore. It's not real Starbucks, but they pretend. And then I have this little ornament here. I was going for Doozer-esque. This was an attempt at a bow, but it ended up just being a tie. It's a business Doozer. Regal. Speaking of campus, I was just thinking about things and like how things are changing since I've been at school and about how I act and how I like interact with people. So I go to what people can and sometimes do call a smart school. Or I guess there's just a lot of science-minded folks here. I'm not so sure about the smart part, but science-minded folks. So, since I've been here, I've interacted with a lot more people who don't normally interact with people, and you can tell. So, like, a lot of situations go like this. Wow, I'm so hungry, I could eat a horse. What? No, you couldn't eat a horse. The horses are too big. What are you talking about? That's not even possible. Gee. No, yeah, I know that it's an expression. I'm okay. I'm saying I'm very hungry. But I mean, like logically, you couldn't eat a whole horse. That doesn't make sense. You know what? Never mind. So yeah. I have one specific story off the top of my head from when I was hanging out with some people from my building for like dinner, and they had big grapes in the cafeteria, right? So I'm like, wow, those grapes are really big. They must feed them corn. And then somebody says, grapes can't eat corn. It's like, okay, the people here, it doesn't seem like they get sarcasm or figurative language or humor of pretty much any sort, and it's very annoying. Because I'm not a very serious person, and I make jokes all the time, and most of the things I say are sarcastic. So, to have tons and tons of people here that just don't get jokes at all, it's kind of very upsetting. And it's not like it's entirely a bad thing. I mean, they're good at math and stuff, but just the fact that they can't social is pretty annoying. And I'm not the most social person. Like, in high school, I would almost never go anywhere with friends or anything because I didn't really want to hang out with anybody because I'd rather be on YouTube. But, like, I mean, I would stay home to do my homework or to just watch YouTube videos, so I like, wasn't that social anyway. But, like, I could interact with people because, at least to an extent, like, I don't know how they got through their lives so far, just acting like this. I don't understand. But the problem isn't just that I'm unhappy because I can't make jokes to people. It's that it's rubbing off on me a bit, and I think I'm losing my social skills because now I'm like even more awkward in person to talk to, and I can't get my thoughts together, and I'm like nervous, or I'm like super awkward, and okay, if you've hung out around like nerdy kids, you know that there's like a kind of nerd that acts really confident and like says like, oh yes, well, I am just a regal student who blah blah blah. Not necessarily, but like that. And they aren't very social, but they pretend to be. And I feel like I come off like that now that I'm here, or at least I don't know so much now because I'm more comfortable around people, but at first I was like acting like one of those people. I'm like, no, that was terrible. I'm like, no, I don't. So I didn't really like how I was acting here because it was just bouncing off like all these people acting the same way, and it was just a mess. So, what are your school troubles? Do you have to interact with a bunch of nerds who don't know how to social? And is it rubbing off on you like it is for me? Let me know. Alright. Well, have a good winter and stuff.